Hi guys, it's Michael here, clinical psychologist at Grove Psychology. I wanted to talk to you today about something that's been coming up a lot for me recently. It's been a long-term thing that I've been thinking about, and it's a difficult concept to explain, but I'm going to try and see if I can unpack it a bit. But I saw it today, and I see it with a lot of clients who present with not being assertive and not being able to speak their mind. And we do a lot of things, we try and tell people like you should be more assertive, and we try and teach them assertiveness skills. And typically what happens if you do that with somebody, if you say, hey, I think you should be more assertive, they learn all the skills, we can do it a little package, it looks fantastic, we can market that, etc., and then nothing happens. And then you say to the person, okay, why didn't you be assertive in that situation? And they can't give you an answer, they weren't able to do it, it was too overwhelming. And what was going on for that person was all the internal stuff underneath all that, which is usually really big, deep core concepts about not being good enough, not being worthwhile. And when you unpack that with somebody, if you spend more time talking to them, what you learn is that they've come from probably environments where they've been invalidated. They've been told that their opinion doesn't matter, or that their opinion is wrong, or the way that they feel is incorrect. And what they tend to learn then is that they can't trust how they feel. They don't actually know how they feel. All they know is that they feel confused and wrong, and they can't regulate their emotional state. So when you say, hey, you should be able to stand up for yourself, you should be assertive, they're not going to be able to do that. Okay, so part of the work that we do is, before we do those skills work, is to then work on what is it that's underneath all that. Is it about not being good enough? Is it about low self-worth? Is it about you don't understand how your feelings are because no one's able to tell you what those feelings were? And invalidating environments are different from just being, well, so let me clarify. A validating environment doesn't mean you have to agree with the person all the time. I might disagree with you on what you like, for example. So if you tell me you're really into punk music, I might say, I don't like punk music, but that's really cool that you do. Therefore, I'm validating your experience. I'm not telling you that you're stupid for liking it, okay? It's just that I don't like it, right? So we can imagine then in a more validating environment, in a relationship with somebody like that, oh, right, well, that's your opinion. That's really great that you've got that opinion. I just don't share it. And we can agree to disagree, basically, and move on with our lives. So that's sort of a more validating experience for that person. So that was something that was coming up for a few of my clients, and I really wanted to get out there because I think a lot of people are told, they should just do things, they should be more assertive, they should stand up for themselves. And then they get really down on themselves, really frustrated that they can't do it. So there's actually a bit more to it, and I really wanted to highlight that today. All right, so I hope you got something out of this video. If you've got any questions, or you'd like to ask me clarifying questions about what we spoke about today, feel free to send me a personal message or comment in the message box, and I'll be seeing you soon. Okay, thanks, bye.